Well, friends, welcome. Welcome to the new year 2022. I am Dr. Prakash, wishing you the best for your rest of life. Before starting, just I will take a few seconds to introduce to you all of people. I am Dr. Prakash, Chairman of Life Celebrations, Work-Life Balance Coach, keynote speaker, faculty development programmer. Friends, this is I am telling you GPS for happiness. What really happiness is there and what is the process, or to tell in a modern technical word, that is GPS of the happiness. Okay. Again, our friends, good morning to all of people. GPS for happiness is actually resolving your identity crisis. You contact with other people, mislead your identity and his identity or her identity also. First, your identity has to be fixed. What you are, what is your transaction, with whom. And as usual, I'm very happy to wish you a best of life for the rest of life. And preliminarily, you always take care. My firm request is there is you always take care. Okay, now let's log on. I was reading a book of Brownie Bear, Regrets of Dying. She is an Australian author, songwriter, and a motivational speaker. She is working as a palliative care. Palliative care is a specialized medical care for people living with a serious illness. Serious illness, people are admitted to the hospital. They are in a separate ward. Is there a nurse or a doctor who is taking care of the particular unit? It is called as a palliative care. She spent with the old people on the verge of the death during their last weeks. She asked what was their regret. What was their first regret? Let us specify. She asked what was their first regret. They said, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. First regret was that when they are on the deathbed, they said, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. Let me repeat unique lines. I wish I had the courage to live a life of true to myself, not the life other expected of me. What I wanted, what is my intense core wanted to do in my life that I could not do, I led the life what was expected from others. The vision missions of others rather than my own vision mission. These lines urge me to contemplate the essence of these words. What is the meaning of this word, my life and all those things? I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. I began to work on these lines several times. Who is this I? Who is myself? So I made it myself simple and condensed. Ultimately, it will be I and myself. Who am I? Who is my? Who is me, and who is mine? What is true life? How many selves are there in me? How to delete the false self? In my research of my true self, I had come across many anecdotes. They helped me to know my true self. I came across with many anecdotes. They helped me to connect to myself. So I feel better. I should share with you also, people, so that you too can connect to yourself. Let me begin by sharing an interesting anecdote. A spiritual master met a philosopher. Mind you, a spiritual master is altogether different. A philosopher is altogether different. Philosopher mostly he deals with the academic part of the scriptures, thinking part of the process he tells. But a spiritual master is that it is based on his own experiences, not based on the scriptures or the academics. After exchanging pleasantries, how are you and all things, so they started interacting with themselves. Following is a conversation between the master and the philosopher. Okay. Master says, who are you? The philosopher said, I'm a man. Master said, you are referring to your gender. The next question, who are you? My name is Phillips. No, you are referring to your name. Name is given by others. Who are you? The next is again, who are you? I'm an MBA from an international university. You are referring to your education. Your education is given by others. Again, who are you? I'm a citizen of America. No, 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 no. You are referring to a nation. You are identified as a citizen of America. But who are you? Again, who are you? Who are you? I'm belonging to a Democratic Party. You are referring to a party. Your recognition is as a member of the party. Now, who are you? I'm a professor. You are known by your profession. Your job is given by others. All these are given by the others. Others' opinion have become your identity. You don't know your identity. It is confirmed from somebody. Master, now you tell me, who are you? Finally, philosopher was exhausted, but the master persisted. Master, who are you? Yes, I think I am not all I thought. But finally, tell me, who are you? I had to find out. Master says, unless you find your true identity, you are always vulnerable to identity fixed by others. Mind you, unless you find your true identity, you are always vulnerable to the identity fixed by others. Yes, Master, you are at once right. The philosopher finally confirmed, finally agreed. Master, he said, on priority, find out who are you. This is the first priority in the life. Because of this, you have a lot of misunderstanding with others and with yourself. On priority, find out who are you. Master again emphasized what he has told previously. GPS for happiness is resolving your identity crisis. Let me repeat. GPS for happiness is resolving your identity crisis. Master again summarized so far what he has told. That is, he continued to talk to the philosopher. Dear philosopher, look, you are born with a sperm of someone. Someone gave you a womb. Someone gave you a name. Someone gave you an education. Someone gave you a job. Someone gave you a salary. Someone married you. Someone carries to a burial ground. Someone buries or burns you. Your existence is ascertained by someone. Essentially, your existence is ascertained by somebody. I'm very happy to quote the unique lines of a Sant Kabir Das. It is my most favorite lines, and it applies to anybody. Let them read it, and I'll translate it into English also. It will immediately reach to you. जैसे तिल में तेल है, जो चकमक में आग, तेरा साई तुझ में है, तू जाग सके तू जाग. He clearly says, let me tell in English, like oil in the nuts, most of peanuts, nuts and all 6 bits, the oil is in the nuts, like a fire in the lighter. Your happiness is within yourself. Arise, awake, and find out. Your happiness, it is within you, not outside. Find out, arise, awake, and find out. I'm equally happy to share the following lines. We are immortal. We are immortal. Most of the people are have got some apprehensions about their mortality, but finally you are or we are immortal, but we are unaware that we are immortal. We don't know. We are not aware. So I'm very happy to share बच्चा काली शराब पीने दे मस्जिद में बैठकर ये वो जगह बता जहां खुदा नहीं है. English, let me drink in the masjid. Otherwise, you tell me in which place God is not there. That is the version of Mirza Ghali. Then Iqbal says same thing. In other way, he contradicts him. मस्जिद खुदा का घर है, पीने की जगह नहीं. काफिर के दिल में जा, वहां खुदा नहीं. Masjid is the home of a God and not the place to drink. Go to the heart of a sinners. The God does not stay. In Kafir, it's not there. That's what Iqbal says. Ultimately, Ahmad Farah says, काफिर के दिल से आया हूं मैं ये देखकर खुदा मौजूद है वहां पर उसे पता नहीं है. In English, coming from the heart of the sinner, after seeing the heart of the sinner, I know God is residing there, but he is not aware of God. God is definitely residing, but he is not aware of the presence of a God. That is the words of Ahmad for us. Friends, it is a high time to find out our own true nature. Please find out your true nature. Who am I? Who am I? It's not the intellectual repetition, but it is working on yourself. You see why the confusion is there, which layer of my personality is interacting, and how the interacting with other persons, I misunderstand myself in a different layers. Once a foreigner came to a Tiruvannamalai, that is in South India, where it is famous for Raman Maharshi. Raman Maharshi is about his Tiruvannamalai, and which is known for a self-inquiry. His main teaching is that you first know who are you. Then most of the things will be automatically deleted and you will be happy. One local resident was suspicious of the presence of a foreigner. When foreigner was coming over there, one local resident, he was suspicious. Why this foreigner? I'm telling about 1949 or so. 49 or so. No, sorry, it is 1946. He was suspicious that is who is this foreigner person coming over here. He inquired, who are you? He said, who are you? Foreigner coolly replied, I have come here to know who I am. Interesting, isn't it? He has come. It is a very unique way of telling, you see, who is asking, who are you? He said, I have come to Tiruvannamalai, the place of Raman Maharshi, to find out who I am. Unique, no? Okay. Friends, let me share a few more interesting anecdotes connected to my own life. Please wait for the forthcoming videos. Always take care and blessings. Now, I will go for the next thing also, since the time is there. Do not forget your identity. This is my experience. Once I was traveling by train in a first-class compartment, as it is enabled to read, to update my presentation. I always believe when traveling, you see, you should write, read, and update your presentation, which is the next day. It halted at a station, not a sign of movement. Train halted there, there was no sign of movement. An announcement from the station master, train is 4 hours late. You can either sit in the compartment or stroll on the platform. I just came out from the railway station, was exploring the city, noticed the restaurant, hot snacks were served. Very hot snacks were served. I was tempted, entered in a restaurant, ordered hot snacks, enjoyed. I was sipping a hot cup coffee, very hot coffee, suddenly heard a shouting of the people. I was confused why people are shouting. There was a clash of two local groups. One was flashing a knife. I sensed the danger. There is something immediately. I should remove my place and see what is happening. Jumped out of the restaurant and tried to pacify a clashing crowd. No changes. Someone informed the police. Police when arrived. Police asked me to be as a witness. Then one was flashing a knife. I sensed a danger. I already told you how I jumped from the restaurant and how I entered to the on the crowd. I already told you. Enquiry officer just looked at my face and said, before that, let me slightly rewind it. I explained train was late by 4 hours, wanted past the time, caught in pacifying the quarreling group, landed in police station. That's all. Inquiry officer just looked at my face and said, his sentences were imprinted in my brain. Till now, friends, you see, they are imprinted. I know first those lines, then my name, then my acquaintances, then my friendship, then my family. Your destination was Hyderabad. Dr. Prakash, your destination was Hyderabad. Why did you involved in a quarrel on the way? He said your destination was Hyderabad. Why did you enter or why did you make your presence in the quarrel on the way? You have forgotten your destination. You have forgotten your destination. Friends, kindly remember, we always forget our destination. See, even if you want to call the cab, you see, they will ask what is the source and what is the destination. We are very much happy to say where, what is our location, but you see, we always forget to ourselves where we are going, where we should go. Okay. As a very special case, I have cancelled your name from the witness list. The head constable said, as a very special case, I have cancelled from the witness list because you are supposed to go to some other places. You are not a local person and you are not belonging to any one of the group. Now you can go. He said, now you can go. Always remember where you have to go. Hereafter, you always remember where you want to go and what is your destination. I just touched his feet in front of all the crowd gathered. I touched his feet. I touched his feet and said, now you are my guru. You are taught an unforgettable lesson. I must retain my identity. You must retain your identity. Sir and ma'am, I must retain my identity. You too must retain your identity. Friends, let me share a few more interesting anecdotes to find out your true self and how you mistake your anger and suppression and your depression, reacting and all these things. That is not your true self. You are immediately identifying the moods of yourself. If at all you want to find out who you are, you will not repeat intellectual who I am, the answer will not come. You have to work on yourself. When you work on yourself, you will come to know what is your identity. With that identity, you will be interacting with others. You will be happy. Others also will be equally happy. Please wait for the forthcoming videos. Always take care. Blessings. Namaste. Thank you.